David Lisot for CoinTelevision. I'm here at the Early American Coppers Convention, April 7th, 2016. Behind me is the large cent happening that's going to be taking place this very evening. We're going to find out some really cool things about this very esoteric area of coin collecting.
What we're showing here are the 1847 and 27. Okay, and what's going on is they rate them for different things, die states or grade and like that, and which one is maybe better than the other. And from there, they put it on a sheet where all the coins all the way around. That's how they do that.
Okay. And John Wright, you know a lot about large cents. What do you think about what you're looking at?
47 is beyond my series, but these are a pair of gorgeous coins. And I'm here not to rate coins, but basically just to appreciate them. And these two are fully worthy of appreciation.
And what is it about large cents that are so fascinating?
The variety, the number of different dies, the number of different ways that a coin from the same pair of dies can look, the number of things that happen to them after they're struck, the number of things that happen to them over the years as they're collected. What is selected out here for this showing is just a few of the creme de la creme. We have 2 of this late date variety. We have 3 of another, 4 or 5 of another. Sometimes we'll have 6 or 8. But they're all just a totally captivating thing to look at.
You don't have anything on the table. Move out of here.
Now we're going to go into the room for half cents. They're called the little sisters of large cents. It's not quite as popular a collecting area, but still really cool.
Well, what we have here is a 1794 half cent, the Cohen 4A variety. There's actually 2 sub-varieties of the Cohen 4s, the A and the B, and that has to do with the thickness and edge lettering. And so I'm just sitting down here, and so I'm going to compare each of these coins and give them in the order that I like them, which may be different from what Doug does. Everybody has slightly different opinions, but a consensus will occur over maybe 10 or 12 people on what is the better coins. One of the neat things about this is that so far, every coin is nice. I mean, this one has a little bit of edge damage, but it has beautiful detail, very, very little wear on the obverse, and same on the reverse is very well struck. It's just there's a lot of little tiny imperfections on the edge, so that will drop it compared to a coin that is similar but without the edge damage.
What do you like, Mr. Bird?
Well, I like this one because it has the depth of detail and the depth of the fields around the portrait are all rough and double struck and have flash marks. This coin has a lot of personality to it, and it's accompanied with a lot of excellent color and surfaces.
Now the rest of the crack stays about the same.
As far as I'm concerned, this is the best one.
It goes through, there's little differences there.
What's the popularity of half cents compared to large cents?
Depends who you ask.
About half.
Half cent collector is going to be rated higher than the large.
I'd say half.
Yeah. I would say about 3 to 1 large cents to the half cents.
Hi, my name is Mark Borkart, and I am here at the Early American Coppers Convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. And tonight we are in the happening room for the John Reich Collectors Society. Now, even though this is the Copper Convention, the John Reich Collectors Society members are aficionados of silver coins, early silver coins. Quarters from 1796 to 1838, dimes 1796 to 1837, half dimes 1794 to 1837, as well as half dollars 1794 to 1836, and silver dollars from 1794 to 1803, plus the 1804 if you like ultra rarities. So this evening I see some quarter dollars on the table, as well as some early bus dollars. What are we looking at this evening?
Well, in the quarter dollars, we're looking at the 1819 Browning 4, which cracks through the date with originally just a small crack and then a full internal retained cud.
This is one example of the 1819 quarter that they're studying. If you look very closely at the 1819 date, you can see some noticeable die cracks through the date. It's actually very unusual to find any coins that have die cracks that go through the date itself. And this is a particularly exceptional example, both for quality and also for the visibility of the die crack. We have a 1798 Bollinger 11 silver dollar. This is another piece that has exceptional die cracks. This one, the die cracks are slanting down through the obverse of the coin. A die crack actually happens when the physical steel coinage dies crack during the process of striking coins. The amount of pressure that these dies experience is extreme when they're striking these coins. So over a period of several strikes, they sometimes crack and form these raised features that collectors really love. And the crack is coming down through the hair, sort of down, angling down across the hair and out through the face to the mouth, and then on down to the stars down at the lower right.
Very cool. We're now going to go into the room with the C4 group. This is the group that collects colonial coins.
Next coin is New Jersey copper, and this is Mike's. What's the table number again? Okay, you can see the start. You know, a bridle really goes up here. That's more like a runny nose variety. But after more than 100 years of specializing in New Jersey coppers, it wasn't until relatively recently that Colonials made the discovery that there's a mispunched 6 in the plowshare. You can see the top of the 6 and the bottom here, and it looks as though they engraved the plowshare deeper to try to hide it, and then they punched it correctly below. And how nobody ever saw that until Bill looked at that coin and wrote it up in the C4 newsletter, I don't know. So this is an 18, which came with several different reverses. And this is a wide shield reverse. Anybody know which one besides Mike? M, right.
Thank you, Ray.
So this is just to whet your appetite about collecting early American copper coins. It's called The Happening. It takes place every year at the Early American Coppers Convention. There's always a group of collectors willing to share their knowledge. It's a great way to learn about coins in this particular collecting area. I'm David Lisot for CoinTelevision. I'll see you at the next convention.